So here at St Issey, we embody the 4 church values, are our 4 school values: the wisdom, hope, community and dignity. And for us, dignity was the hardest to get our head round. We just couldn't figure out what the word meant for us as a school, and for the children that terminology was really tricky. So we sat down all together and really thought, what does it mean for us as a school? What should it look like in our school? And started with the sort of mindset of treating others as you wish to be treated. And once we had decided upon that being our overall mindset, it became really clear for us then to explain to the children, to work with them on understanding what that means and also how we show it. And we also wanted our parents to be aware of our values and understanding what that looks like in our school. So that's really important for us.
I think it means like kind of making the right choices and like just being yourself and doing what you feel happy with.
It means like being friendly to everyone, like respecting everyone.
When I hurt myself at play, someone helps me. Because they're respectful and caring for each other and everyone.
Our school's very much a family. We're all one big team, and so the children, there's no stigma around different ages of children. There's no stigma about if you're in year 5, you can't play with someone in year 1. Our children are one team. Parents seeing the sort of activities we do in school and that transition to home can see what dignity should look like and how to help their child show that at home along with what we're doing in school.
I'm in the privileged position at my school to be pastoral lead, PSHE coordinator, RE coordinator, and I also teach X days, which are experiential days that every child in our school is lucky enough to have. We're on a beach because that kind of truth appears in wonder, and nature and wonder is a very big part of also what we do in X days, because we appreciate the outside, we appreciate God's world, and we appreciate our part in it and the part that we play. X days teach children how to manage. They teach them coping strategies, they teach them how to become resilient. They give opportunities for listening and for talking and thinking and being creative in that way. We look at their lives, we talk about the world, we talk about diversity and teach them how to accept difference and that everybody in the world is valued and equal and different. And I think that's a really important part of understanding life and being wise.
Wisdom to me is part knowledge, academic knowledge, and experience, actually having the experience of life, and knowing where you've been wrong and adjusting to those errors.
And in terms of like where wisdom is in the school, I think we see it a lot up here in the Mad Huts and on X days, because down in the classroom when you're learning academic, then they are giving you the knowledge, but up here Miss Sutton's teaching you to use the knowledge correctly and to use your knowledge to make you wise.
Wisdom in our school comes from embedding practices such as fostering critical thinking, developing inquiry skills, and also developing reflective learners. We teach children that learning is just the beginning. It's actually what they do with their learning and how they apply it to their lives, which makes them a wise person. Teaching in our school embeds a model where, starting off, the children think about what they already know and they add to that their knowledge, and they take that knowledge and move on and take it into the world and then apply it into their lives. And our school also permeates, everything permeates our Christian values, every lesson, everything that we do and everything that every teacher does. And I think the children know that if they want to ask God for wisdom in the Bible, in RE, that God will give them wisdom. So as a church school, we also value the Bible and God's teachings, because after all, that's where wisdom comes from.
We chose hope as part of our strapline for our school community in 2012. So our strapline is learning with hope, and we chose that after consultation with our school community. One of the reasons we chose that was because our school community, 77% of the children actually come from some of the poorest areas in the UK, and we wanted to have hope deeply instilled in the school community. One of the strongest things, I think, the way we show this is in our very inclusive community that we have at St Mary's. We want to be able to offer a welcoming community, a community that is able to give fresh starts to children and repair any brokenness that may have happened in children's lives, and to be there alongside people in times of despair, to give them that hope for the future. We also want our curriculum to be very creative and to connect with the locations around them, so everything we do is rooted in our local area, and within that to get a sense of God's hope in creation as well.
I think hope is important because it gives people something to work towards.
I've learned that if you want to achieve things in life, then you have to have hope, whether it's something like music or something like maths. You've just got to believe in yourself to be able to achieve it properly.
I can see hope in fundraising events that will buy new equipment for the school.
We've also used that in the development of our spiritual garden, where we have developed this in partnership with parents, again to give that sense of hope and how we can renew spaces in our community so that they can benefit everybody. The children helped design the space, and the parents came in Saturdays and helped build this. And some of the children with their parents made the cross, some of the children helped with planting it out afterwards, so we're now using it as a space that children can have away from the bustle of the playground for reflection. We want our school to be a supremely hopeful community which offers endless possibilities to the children, but it not to be a shallow hope just based on optimistic thinking, but to be a hope that's grounded in the idea that every individual is of equal worth and value to God.
Community for us at St Martin's means that we encourage each other to look after each other. We encourage a shared responsibility for all our children and all the people in our community. And the ethos that we work towards here at St Martin's is that we're one big family and we all look after each other. So what we've got this afternoon is really community in action. We've got lots of people helping us this afternoon. We've got our lovely children from St Martin's School. We've got our parents and grandparents. We've got sports leaders from Plymouth Argyle, and we've got members of the local church. And we've even got people who have come from local businesses and shops around in Liskeard who have come to help us out this afternoon.
Here we are outside in the cold doing stuff, and that means we get to know them, and then when they come into church they get to know our community, and it really builds up the link between the church and the school, just sharing experiences together.
Well, community to me means to come together, to work, to learn, to grow, and to just have fun with one another, which is like our school motto. To me, friendship is important because if you have friends, you can have a happy life. You got good people surrounding you, and they make you happy, cheerful, and you get to see them all the time. It's one of the best things to have.
Everyone comes together to learn, to grow, and to come and worship God and His love. We like to meet new people, make new friends, and get to know about each other, have fun together.
Today we have achieved this area to be better as in a place to go.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive them that trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.